you look closer at the country, and if you really open up yourself to the country and look for the opportunities around you, you'll find that Ethiopia is a country full of opportunities on all levels, really, because so much development is going on, so much can still be shaped by individuals as well, not just by multi-million-dollar organizations. So this is also a motivation for us to come here, really to play a small part, maybe in the overall development. In our case, in solar energy sector, but really to touch upon this amazing potential which is here in Ethiopia, also for foreign investor from abroad. Solar energy is one of the most interesting aspects, but by far not the only one. And I think also at this conference here at the German House today, the CIM conference, we could see a lot of very powerful projects which, if they are guided the right way, can really achieve a lot of benefits for the country, for the companies, for all stakeholders, really. So my personal opinion is yes, it's worthwhile. It's a challenge. It's sometimes an adventure, but that's also what makes the whole thing even more worthwhile.
Being of an Ethiopian German company, it is very valuable to get some insights from the people who are in the discussion, to also share some experiences. And going forward, I think it is very important to show that Ethiopia has vast opportunities to do business. And it is a good opportunity for German companies to take advantage of this.
Die Möglichkeit, Leute kennenzulernen und immer wieder neue Projekte kennenzulernen, ist etwas, was ich in den letzten 2 Jahren sehr schätzen gelernt habe hier. Es ist einfach ein unendliches Reservoir an Ideen vorhanden, an Entrepreneurship vorhanden. Und das macht auch Spaß, da wieder mit teilzuhaben und damit auch wieder neue Ideen nach Hause zu bringen und diese Ideen dann auch wieder in Deutschland oder in Europa auch entsprechend zu verbreiten.
I very much enjoyed the workshop here, which I think helps a lot to understand the relationships that can be built between Germany and Ethiopia. For me, it was very interesting to see that at least Addis is a very modern city on its way to become quite modern. We get a lot of support here as a business that intends to be active here in Ethiopia. In my mind, it's a very interesting country for German companies to go into, because there is support from the political side, as well as it's very vibrant. There are a lot of opportunities. Young people are interested in new developments, and I think there is a chance for Ethiopia to be leading on the African continent when it comes to environmental issues, using new materials, things like that. And that is something I took away from the workshop today, that there are a lot of engaged people here who come together from Ethiopia, from Europe, and exchange ideas and network and set up relationships that I think will continue in the long run.
There will be a kind of business. We are in the process of renovating AIABC. I made contact to construction companies or to supplier like Sika. And on the other side, as AIABC is already well known for research and research cooperation, I hope that we are the future partner for consulting companies and construction companies in the field of material development and material research.
What I see is a big development in this country, and it's very interesting since we started here with our work, which is just starting like a couple of weeks ago. We already had a lot of interesting contacts where people want to share their knowledge, to improve their techniques, to bring the country forward. With the big construction boom, especially here in Addis, but also in other parts of Ethiopia, we saw that we are facing some problems with prices of material rising up to the sky, and using these other materials is getting more interesting, not only from the ecological point of view, but also from the economical way.
Having been landlocked for some years now, the internet is opening Ethiopia up, and that's quite an advantage. Ideas flow through the internet, as it used to be, you know, when you have a port, ideas used to flow in and out, not only commodities. Now ideas come in and out through the internet.
Regarding German companies, I worked with at least one German company from the Mechers groups in Bremen, specifically Elephant Bamboo's product. They are the buyers of our industrially processed bamboo, and one of the advantages that they get is, apart from lower price and comparable or better quality from China, is they get a stable supply source. So my comment in regards to German companies is, you know, it's the next emerging market. So in terms of production facility, in terms of agriculture, in terms of agro-processing, there's a very ideal and attractive business climate.
With the company that I represent, half of the company is represented in Europe, in Germany in particular. So we're pushing to build an outsourcing firm that allows not only to work in the local environment, but be productive to market the services for Europe. In the last 3 days, our experience, we had the chance to meet with various stakeholders. There was some civil society was represented. There were government officials and various stakeholders in both agriculture, energy, and construction. And we had the chance to network and build in a relationship for various services that we render, as well as learn and associate some of the interesting initiatives that we've connected with the EIABC, which is the part of the Addis Ababa University, which put forward research initiatives that we hope to build for our product and services. So overall, it has been a success for us. I believe such initiative takes people further on knowledge, creating a knowledge transfer and bridging the gaps between the nations. And I think we all build a mutually beneficiary partnership in the long run.
Well, I think the workshop which is being conducted this week has really helped us in knowing each other. For example, I didn't know my colleague and she didn't know me either before. So it's connecting people to people, profession to profession. So it's very productive. And the other thing, it's also giving us additional knowledge which we didn't know out of our profession. So we are learning about agriculture and about how to increase agricultural productivity in this country, about how to industrialize these countries, and we are learning what resources we have in our country, and how to use the solar or renewable energies and so on. So
academically, I did publish my master's degree paper supervised by 2 German professors, and I believe that I had grasped knowledge through my profession, which is of course economics, and I am much also interested in the international trade stream, as I specialize in the subject as well. So with CIM, I have obviously achieved one thing, which is an opportunity for exposure to, say, new knowledge, new ideas presented at different training workshops. Plus, I think if we really work hard in the future, we can also have an opportunity of this private-public partnership that we have heard in the presentations.
I do have a small PLC, a business organization, and I think I have also found some interesting clients in the group.
For example, this forum really creates me to meet some entrepreneurs, and like the Sahai project, we have now agreed some consensus to have some plan in our to support the university community-based learning.
I'm interested to get back to Ethiopia, so this program is, I think, very interesting for me, especially.
From like the point of view of our company, it's also a very interesting option maybe to work with an expert who actually again builds the bridge between the two cultures, who has kind of internalized maybe the German way of thinking and business, but at the same time has its roots within the Ethiopian culture and can hence bridge these two cultures, but at the same time offer us the chance to get someone at a local rate, which is might be difficult for a young company to find a real expert and pay them at a market rate. So I think the approach of CIM in this direction is very interesting for us as Sahe Solar Solutions.